Hello, everybody. My name is Martha Alter Hines. So, in this video, the spirit world has asked me to channel a guided experience to help support us to rewire ourselves for love and as love and with love, all of the above. Um, and so I'm good. Most of this video is going to be that channeled guided experience, whatever that happens to be. But just to give you a little background on the why and the what and the how, um, first of all, I would love, love, love if you haven't joined yet my free new community, online community. I have a new Living the One Light online community, and I'll put the link here. Entirely free. Please join. It's going to be a place where there's going to be spaces for sharing and really, most of all, supporting each other, cheering each other on to be who we are on a deep soul level, and who it is we're here to be on the planet at this moment when the world really, really needs who we truly, truly are, the essence of who we are. So that space is meant to be open to anybody and everybody, and a place that's really celebratory and supportive of our soul beings. So yes, please join that. And in that free community, what I'm going to be doing over the coming couple of weeks, but really anytime you're hearing this video, is I'm going to have a space in there for us to really support each other in whatever way feels right for you, perhaps to do this guided meditation even on a daily basis, or other things that maybe we can suggest to each other for holding space for us to rewire ourselves as love. So what do I mean by that? So as you might know this about me, and you might not, and maybe you're brand new to this channel, and welcome, and maybe you've been here for a while and you haven't just heard this part of my background, but part of my background is that I used to be a psychotherapist for many, many years, a clinical social worker, and I specialized in treatment of trauma, with children and families in particular. And so I have quite a lot of background in trauma treatment. It's not what I do now, but it still informs what I do. So what we know, and lots of you also are very trained in trauma work, is that when our bodies experience life, whatever life brings, our nervous system and the rest of our body literally wires itself to respond to that environment. And so even babies in utero, I used to work a lot with children and families and domestic violence situations, all kinds of things. So one of the things I would teach parents is, even when the baby is in utero, it's actually a time when the younger we are, the more imprintable we are on this neurobiological level. And so babies even in utero would get wired neurobiologically to expect violence. And so they would be born with their bodies really jumpy and really hypervigilant because they were experiencing, even in the womb, violence and all of these things. Okay, so we're not in the womb anymore, but we still are in a world that has a lot of very difficult things going on. And so our neurobiology, probably for most of us, is at least somewhat wired to expect fear and to expect scary things to be happening. So, and that's legitimate, that's understandable, that's sort of to be expected in this world. And yet, many of us have a certain amount of privilege where we do have a choice to support ourselves, to rewire for love. So how do we do that? That's the big question, right? And there are many, many, many answers to that. And again, if you have other resources that can support us all in that, that's phenomenal. And please go to the free community and give us all your ideas as well. But so what I'm going to channel today is meant to be a daily guided meditation to help us come back into ourselves as love. And we'll just see what the spirit world channels through me, but as one example, what they've been saying to me and they wanted me to share with you is we in any moment, uh like for example this morning, let's say I was in the kitchen and I was making my kids breakfast, and I had this fleeting moment of kind of like fear go through my body because, this is a very random example, but my refrigerator doors, inside the doors, that it got like hit somehow, and one of the shelves is about to break. And so I had this moment of like like panic, like, now I need to call and figure out how to buy the right replacement door, inside little thingy inside of my refrigerator. And so I felt my nervous system go into that sort of panic mode. Um, and my guides have been recently saying, okay, but you have a choice to literally, how would love respond in this moment? And so they had this sort of, when that came up this for me this morning, this little spark inside my heart just started flowing as love, right? And suddenly my whole being shifted, and I went, instead of feeling panicky, I felt this warmth of the love just flow through my body, and whew, shifted my, obviously, my experience of the whole thing. So um yeah, so that's like one very, very, very tiny example, but I think can make our days a whole different world, right? And then on bigger levels, like let's say um we're interacting in some kind of interpersonal situation that's difficult, and we can easily go into fight or flight mode in ourselves. Or maybe we're looking to the other person to love us or whatever it is. Um, and if we shift and ask, what would love be, or what would love do here? And again, it's not about, the situation itself being perfect. It's about this little spark in our own heart that then can just be this like a well that first nourishes ourself, like us first, put the oxygen mask on first. And then from that very overflowing place, then we then become, we walk through the world as like a overflowing fountain of love in a sense. Um, yeah. And then we experience, what does that do? How does that shift our life? How does that shift our moment? How does that shift our day? How does that shift our relationships? Um, how does that shift everything, right? And so that's part of what I would love, love, love for you to share in that free community. Um, anything that comes alive for you, like what does this shift? So, okay, given that, let's do the channeling. And of course, I would love to hear just on this. You don't have to join the free community. Just share right here on this video. I would love that as well. And this video certainly can go so perfectly with the Wholeness Way series. So if you haven't accessed the Wholeness Way series yet, that also is free. And please, please, please enjoy that. That's a daily guided meditations, channeled meditations for an entire month. So this is just going to be a one-time thing that you can do over and over and over again. But the wholeness, if you want to go more deeply and really get lots of support, please go to the Wholeness Way series. And also, if you're hearing this video before December 22nd, 2024, I'm holding a free gathering on that day, Sunday, December 22nd, 2024. I would love to have you there. It's going to be recorded. I mean, it's going to be live and recorded. So please sign up if you are able to be there live, and or if you just want the recording. And if you're hearing this afterward, you can access the recording also with the same link that I'm putting here with this video. And in that gathering, I will be channeling that gathering is called a gathering of the Council of Infinity. So I've talked about that in other videos. I'll make another video just specifically talking about that and what that means. But But bottom line, please join us. Please be there live if you're able to be there live, or enjoy the recording. And I'm putting all the links here. I also have so many offerings coming up in 2025 that are ready to sign up for. And I'm putting all those links here. But yeah, most of all, join the free community. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. I would love that. All entirely free. And yes, okay, more soon. But right now, let's enjoy this channeling. Okay, hello and welcome. So we are here today as little light beings, like little gnomes or fairies of the vibrational quality of love itself. You can imagine us almost as sort of, in a sense, like little cupids, but not just Cupid, just the vibrational essence of love and joy and the quality of laughter, the essence of jubilation of life itself. And we're here to hold space for you and guide you into a way of activating and remembering that joy and that pure love of you, the essence of who you are and what you fundamentally are made of on a cellular and energy body level. So we're going to hold space for you to literally get activated on the energy body and even on a physiological body level through your nervous system, through your cells, through your energy body. So, and you can come back to this activation anytime you like. So taking a long, slow, deep breath. Would love to invite you to imagine yourself and the wiring, the literal wiring of your nervous system that is just a physical manifestation of the pathways, the neural pathways that are you as light. So the nervous system is really, you could say, like a crystalline light path of yourself as a light being and earth as one. So we invite you to attune to that reality of you. And taking a long, slow, deep breath, can then imagine and feel how in your nervous system, there is, of course, the brain and the lobes of the main part of the brain, the cerebellum, the corpus callosum, the whole spinal column, and the spinal cord that runs down the spinal column inside the vertebrae of the spinal column, all the way down to the coccyx, your tailbone. And then there are all of the various neural tubes and the branches of the nervous system, like a tree, that run down your arms and down your legs. And there are these plexuses, these plexi, these webs, these nets of nervous tissue that hold various parts of the center of your body and that are connected with each other. And so, without even needing to know the details of the anatomy of your being or your body, we invite you just to take a deep breath in and out and feel the knowing, the wisdom, the aliveness of your nervous system, your neural pathways of your entire body down to the tippy tips of your toes, the tips of your fingertips, all the way through your whole body, your whole being, into your brain. We invite you also to feel how the cardiovascular system and the nervous system, of course, work together with everything else in your body and your being. You can feel and imagine how your heart is pumping blood through veins and through arteries and veins, the whole cardiovascular system, and how the blood vessels and the nervous system work together. Your blood cardiovascular system are feeding your brain, and your whole body systems are in balance and in tandem with each other, co-creating together. Again, yourself as light and earth as one. And you can feel yourself breathing in and out, and all of the particles of life coming in and out through your breath, including oxygen, are then entering your bloodstream and fueling and nourishing your whole body systems, including your cardiovascular system, of course, your respiratory system, and your nervous system, and beyond that, into your energy body system. So again, you can feel how they're all working together as one. And today we're going to focus in particular on this plexus, this net of the nervous system that is holding the heart, that is behind the heart. We're going to start there. And again, and of course, it's connected to the whole rest of your body and your whole being. But we're just going to start right there. So we invite you to now take another long, slow, deep breath and imagine us as these little love fairies. Maybe you might experience us as little cupids or little fairies of light who specialize in love, or maybe we're little gnomes. Just notice and feel whatever comes alive for you. That's exactly perfect. But in whatever configuration we show ourselves for you, we are benevolent, completely benevolent beings who bring joy and love and laughter. And we specialize in activating that energetic that is you. So we invite you now to imagine and see and feel us creating a circle, forming a circle right at your heart area. So there might be one of us holding the space behind your heart, maybe a circle of us in front of your heart. And again, just on a physical level, you have the heart muscle itself. You have the sac around the heart. You have your heart chakra. And you also have this plexus of your nervous system that is like a net behind the heart. And we're holding space for all of it, your whole being, and in particular, this magical, beautiful portal. Like a rose petals flower of your heart itself. On an energy body level, the neural pathway level, on the muscular level, all of the above and more. And again, breathing in and out. We're holding space for this part of you. And in whatever way is just right for you, we're here to hold space for you to activate the essence of who you are on this deep soul level and the being that is you, who is literally a being of love. And if you imagine in the back of your heart, this plexus of your nervous system, that's like a net that holds the heart. On the count of 3, again, in whatever way is just right for you, and only if and as it's just right for you, however it is right for you, we're going to hold space for you to count to 3. And when we count to 3, you can imagine us with beautiful magic wands that only served your absolute radical highest good and the highest good of the all that is. And that only does this activation in a way that is gentle and exactly in the right timing for you. But on the count of 3, we're going to use our magic wands and we're going to touch that plexus of the nervous system. That's the net holding your heart. We're going to count to 3. And that the light, the spark that is you as love is going to ignite. So when and as you feel ready, together we can count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Ignite. So again, you can see and imagine us with our magic wands touching, boom, straight on that plexus of the nervous system, of that web holding your heart. And as we ignite, we support you to ignite that part of your essence, your being, as a being literally made of love. You can see and feel what comes alive for you, but very likely, perhaps what you feel is sort of a sensation of the light and love electricity just move from that spark in that net, that web of behind your heart through your whole nervous system. So it's like the essence of love as light suddenly can just move through the entire web of your being. And you become filled with the pure essence of love itself, the pure essence of light itself. And through your whole heart, the physical heart and the heart chakra through that beautiful essence of the rose petals of your incredibly beautiful heart. You then become overflowing. It's like a spring has sprung of deep, pure essence of love energy as you, springing up from deep inside Gaia as the body and the being that is you as Gaia and light and love as one. And you can feel that spring first deeply nourishing you and filling every nook and cranny, every crevice of you that needs this pure, pure, pure essence of love and light. And you can stay with this as long as you want, as long as you need, where you are getting refueled by the essence of love and light itself. It's pure and clean. You can just feel what that feels like and let that nourish you, nurture you for as long as you want, as long as you need. And it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And you can feel how much Gaia absolutely adores you, loves you unconditionally, infinitely. And you can also feel how you are surrounded by the light of the divine, and you can feel how the divine itself is madly in love with you always. You are completely surrounded, held by that love all the time. So again, just be with this as long as you want and as long as you need. And then over time, whenever it feels right and if it feels right, you can feel how then, as you fill up and every nook and cranny and crevice of you is then filled with this pure essence of divine and Gaia love, cosmic love, pure love. You then can spill over in the moments that it's right and needed and necessary. And you have the choice to ignite this spring inside your own being, your own heart, to be walking, talking, breathing, overflowing love itself. So never, ever, ever to be giving from a place of lack, to always and only ignite this spring that is you so that you get nourished first. And then the love just naturally spills out. So we invite you to be with this, to come back to this, to practice literally being love itself. And we would love to hear what comes alive. How does this shift things for you? What happens if you do this over time? How does this shift your day, your perspective, your relationships, the lives of others around you? How do you see things differently or the same? How do you feel in your body? How do you feel emotionally? Please share with us and share anything and everything else that supports you in this way as well. Because this is really one of the most radical acts of this time, is remembering yourself as wholeness, like in the Wholeness Way series, remembering yourself, embodying yourself as literal, actual love, moment by moment, day by day, making a choice to be this, to be activated as the spring of love itself, to rewire yourself as love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for choosing to be you as love, as Gaia, as Earth, as light itself, specifically as you. And we'll see you again very soon. And so it is. Amen. All right. I love that personally. I don't know about you, but I really love that. Um, yeah. Okay. So in the free community, I'm going to make a sharing space for this, activating ourselves as love and rewiring as love. And I'm going to put this video there, and there'll be a sharing space there. Again, it's all totally free. So please, you can share just in the comments of this video. That would be awesome too. But if you want to have a little more interaction and be able to connect with people in this community, then come over to the free community itself. And I put other resources in there. I'm going to be putting resources in there over time. Yeah, so I'd love to have you join that if you haven't already. And please sign up for the December 22nd free gathering. And yeah, be in touch for anything and everything else that you feel called to be a part of. Again, in 2025, I'm starting 4 new courses. One starts in January, one in February, one in March, and one in April. So there's lots to be involved in. And also my monthly membership is available to join. So there's the free option of the membership, which please everybody join. And then there's another option, which is a $22 a month option. That's to join if you want to, first of all, support this work. Second of all, if you want to have monthly live gathering that's also recorded. We meet once a month every first Friday of the month, 10 a.m. Pacific, for an hour and a half, and that sets the stage for our month ahead, where we look at the astrology of the month ahead, and then we enjoy a guided meditation, channeled message, and experience sort of like this, like one like this. So at the beginning of every month, to set the stage for the entire month, and to do that in soul community. So so you can join the free community. Anybody and everybody, please join. And then there's this other $22 a month version if you want to have a little more interaction, like a live gathering every month, for example. That is available too. Okay. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please, 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 please do that. Thank you. And I really look forward to hearing how this is for you. I'm definitely going to be doing this every day, feeling that, yeah, that image of the spring in my heart. That's really, I needed that. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit World. Yeah, but I would love to hear how it is for you. All right. See you soon.